Hi Elvis fans, another interesting video this one with Priscilla Presley on Oprah and Lisa Marie. Basically Priscilla talking about how she intended to parent Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley.
Were you worried in the beginning, and maybe not just in the beginning, of how you raise a daughter who was really the princess to America, the princess to the king of rock and roll?
So Priscilla Presley here with some very tough decisions to make on behalf of her daughter and how she was going to bring up Lisa Marie. Her father being the most successful entertainer in history and very wealthy, but Priscilla wanted to keep Lisa Marie grounded and have a normal upbringing.
Yeah. How do you create normalcy?
Let's face it, there was never going to be normal. Lisa Marie Presley was famous in her own right. She was Elvis's only child, probably the most famous child on the planet as well.
Well, that was the hardest thing to do because, you know, I was concerned for her and putting her in the limelight.
Obviously, she was automatically a celebrity already just because she was Elvis's child. So it's pretty obvious Priscilla Presley wanted to protect her and keep her safe and not let her be seriously influenced by the celebrity world and money. So it's a tough one. What would you do in the same situation, the same position? How would you have parented Lisa Marie?
I mean, one of the stories is that he gave her a coat, you know, a fur coat that was, you know, it was a mink coat, and she brought it home. I think he gave it to her for her birthday. And
it's quite amusing that Elvis bought Lisa Marie a mink coat for her birthday. I'm guessing that the cost of a mink coat in the 70s was extremely high, and probably more than most people earn in 6 months, and Elvis gave her it as a gift. Quite funny.
I said, "You're not wearing this. This is not for you. You're 5 years old. You're not wearing a mink coat."
And Priscilla, just trying to keep her protected and grounded, really had no choice. She couldn't send her daughter to school in a mink coat.
Yeah, I was like, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
So I called him up and I said, "What are you doing?"
And can you imagine that phone call? Priscilla Presley phoning Elvis and telling him off for buying her this extremely expensive gift. And can you imagine his reaction? I expect he laughed. So it's very amusing, the whole thing. But I think Priscilla was right to try and keep an eye on Elvis's generosity towards Lisa. But he couldn't help it. He worshipped her. He adored her. He wanted her to have everything. He wanted her to have a completely different life than he had had growing up. Because as we all know, Elvis Presley as a child was very, very poor.
Yeah. And Elvis wanted her to have everything.
And of course he did. He doted on her. And do you know what? My guess is whether Priscilla liked it or not, she did have everything. She did get everything. Just her life at Graceland must have been magical.
Because he didn't really know. He too grew up very, very poor.
So in conclusion, Priscilla Presley had an impossible task because Elvis was always going to be jumping right there in the middle, giving her everything she could ever want and giving her a dream life because he wanted to, and he could. He had the success and the wealth that he could pass on. So I think Lisa Marie, when she was with her father, loved it and had the best time ever and loved being showered in gifts and has amazing memories of their years together.